Jawahar Sharma, who is a media consultant and a producer in film. And so, Jawahar, can you tell us how did you end up in the film industry?
Sure, Johan. First and foremost, I must tell you that with CareerZ, what you and your brother are doing is amazing. Really happy to be here. And how I got into the business, I've been in this business for almost about 22 years. I did my MBA. I graduated from my MBA 1996 from the Manchester Business School. I did a combined program which took me to the Melbourne Business School and then to Manchester. And 96, I graduated out of Manchester. And then I actually decided that I wanted to, like any other kid at that time in the 90s, I said, I want to work for an MNC. I want to be in to work, work for a bank or I'll work for a large consultancy company. And I was fortunate enough that I got an opportunity for a real estate based consultancy company called Colliers Jardine, which was actually a joint venture between HDFC, ILFS, and an Irish group called the Jardine Matheson Group. I was doing a lot of finance related analysis work in the larger real estate sector, and it was very interesting. It was something different. The industry, the real estate industry in India was very unorganized, and that was a very exciting thing for me because we were a very professional outfit, looking at everything very professionally, and looking at this whole real estate sector the way it was looked at in the West. Having done that for a couple of years, I got an opportunity where I was approached to say, would you look at, having your business skills? Would you look at a completely different industry like entertainment, which was equally unorganized, and it was a great opportunity again. And I think that's what really that's why I took that plunge. For me, the entertainment business was also another very unorganized business at that point. It was largely family-run businesses. There were not too many professional players, and I think somewhere along, my interest also was in the creatives field when I was growing up, but I just didn't realize it at that point that this is something which I would like to do all my life. And I took that plunge, got into the distribution business with my business skills, and I ran the distribution businesses for a company for 10 years out of the United States. So I picked my bags, I went to the US, I set up this company, and I worked in the US for 10 years looking into business and distribution in the entertainment sector. And that's when I decided that actually this is something which I really like. While I was there, I actually went to film school. I graduated as a filmmaker from New York, and I came back to India to then work again, continue to work in this business. And ever since, I've kind of been, I worked in production, I worked in towards talent and talent relationships, and now I produce. So that's been my journey of 22 years in this business, and and it started with me just wanting to explore and look at new opportunities and look at sectors which were not that organized, and it turned out to be that I was really interested in the film business. I liked film, I liked entertainment, I liked the creative arts, and I kind of educated myself in that while I worked in America, and I continued this journey, and after 20 years I'm now a producer.
It's lovely that you found your passion. And so, what is your role as a producer in the film industry?
So what I do currently for the last 3 years is that while I am a producer, I also have a entertainment-based consulting business. Because over the last 22 years, I've kind of skilled myself in a way that I know the business of entertainment. I know the production piece in our business, and I also know a lot about talent management because I've done all of that in these last 22 years. So across the spectrum, I offer my services towards business and distribution, towards production services, and also managing talent. And so That's what I do for a lot of my clients. Different clients have different needs, and I take care of that. And side by side, parallelly, I actually develop content which I'm interested in now, and would like to produce with other creative partners.
Great, great. So, what guidance do you have for students who are looking to enter the film industry?
So I'll tell you the guidance I give to people, and I'll talk a little general, and then I'll talk about the entertainment. I mean, I think from a general perspective, I think I want when we grew up, a lot of people just said that you start a career and you end the career, and it's the same career in the sense that you will start today as X and you land up as X 20 years later or 30 years later. We never thought that there would, but business has changed so much, and technology has changed so much of business, that today as a kid you may start with doing something, you don't even know what careers might open up in the next 5 7 years, new careers which were never there, jobs which were never there, skill sets which were never there. So I think what's very critical for everyone is to know that always keep upskilling yourself, keep on building your skills, keep on learning, and that is essential today, because the job you have today, you may not have that job 5 years later, and the job you are doing today, you may not want to do that 5 years later. And so I think somewhere along one needs to be flexible, and you need to build and learn in terms of skilling yourself. And and for kids who are interested in entertainment, I think in specific, I would say follow your heart, passion. I mean, you have to be very passionate for the creative business. If you're not passionate in the creative business, it's not for you. So passion drives everything in this business. Money will follow, but passion comes first. And like other businesses, like other industries where you may have a career path which is very clearly laid out, and you know that every year you will grow and you will get promotion or you will get a bonus, and all of that will happen in a very typical progression. In the entertainment businesses, sometimes that's not the way things go. Some years you may not progress as much, some years you may progress a lot. I mean, at the end of the day, you'll still land up where you are. But also, what makes this business unique is that actually it is about how creative you are. What is the creativity in you? And so that's important. But having said that, today the entertainment business is also very, very wide. Today, you could be a technology expert and yet fit into the entertainment business, because a lot of entertainment is, again, today tied up with technology. We need people who have software skills. We need people who have data skills. We need data scientists. We need, all those people are now making a lot of decisions in our entertainment world. So there is a lot of opportunity for people with technology backgrounds to do something in entertainment. That, of course, the creative is the heart of it. So creative people will always have a place in this industry, and we welcome all and more. And then, of course, business, ultimately, like how I started, right? Like people who went to business school, people who graduated with accounting degrees, etc., etc. At the end of the day, whether you are a business professional or a creative professional or a technology professional, today all of this merges into entertainment. And so anybody who wants to do any of these, while you may be an expert at any of these things, ultimately, if you want to work in a very creative industry and an exciting environment, then entertainment is a good place to be. So that's what I would want people to think.
That's great. So, thank you, Jawahar. Thank you so much for your
No,
time. Good luck on your work. It was lovely having you.
thank you. Thank you for having me. Bye
Okay.
bye.